Alright, today we're going to play around with the drone, and there's been some firmware updates for the probably all DJI, but for the Mini 4 Pro, and going to play around with that and show you what that's all about. Play around with some easier way to launch it from by hand. I just did a video not long ago about that, but now it's a little bit easier, and then should be a lot easier to update the home point. So if you're on a roll, you know, moving around and don't want the drone going back to where you started from, it used to be a pain to get through the menu to change that home point, and now it's supposed to be a lot easier, so we'll see. Alright, for the easy hand launch. And there it goes. That couldn't be any easier. So, supposedly, by pressing the C1 button, which is underneath right there, it's supposed to bring up the go home. It does not. It just switches the camera down. What about? Okay, so you can still hit the return to home button and have the update home point option come up, and then it gives you an aircraft option, or golly, I need my glasses, or the controller option. So I mean, the controller and where we're at is going to be the same, but or you can drag it or change the map rather to where you want it to land, and that's supposed to update it as well. I'm not going to do that right now, but that's how you have three options to you just hit the return to home button over here, and you can tell it to return to home or land right where it is, or update the home point to where the aircraft is. So that would, whatever right below where the aircraft is would be its new home point, and that's where it would land if you told it to go home, or low battery, or lost a connection, or whatever. Or you can change it to the controller. So if I was to have moved somewhere else and I wanted it to come to me when I hit return to home, or if something else happens, then I would just hit controller and it would. Is it doing it? Oh, I see. So yeah, controller and OK. Home point updated. Tells me the home point's updated, and it's good. So I thought there was I saw a video somewhere where it said you hit the C1 button, and instead of searching for the return to home little icon, which is kind of small over here, just click that button and that would bring this same screen up. And I updated the firmware just a little while ago, so I don't know why that's different from mine. The firmware on the controller is updated, and the firmware it said was updated on the aircraft, so I don't know. I have to look into that some more, but it's still easy enough to find that button and then bring this up and update it, which is a lot easier than the way it used to be. You used to have to go to these three buttons over here, find the safety tab, go down, And somewhere down here, update home point. You know, that's kind of a pain if you're you know, you're busy doing stuff and you got to go through all these menus. At least for me, it's a pain. So doing this and then that, you know, it'd be easier if one button went right to here. Apparently that's not the way it's going to work right now, but this is still easier, so that's cool. That'll work for me. Let's bring this little dude home. Come over here a little bit. Thank you, sir. We just use the left joystick. Bring it down a little ways. It's going to want to use the obstacle avoidance until I tell it it's okay. And when it finally believes me, and just leave that left joystick down, and it'll turn the motors off. So that's all good, man. Okay, so we'll do a test on this, see how well it works. Home point's updated to right here where we're at. We're going to move, I don't know, over there somewhere. I don't know. We'll go straight and change the home point. But first we got to take off. There you go, man. That gets easier every time I do it. Used to be intimidated by that. All right. Let's go over there. Turn it around so I can see us. There I am. Put a little box around me. Do some auto tracking. We'll bring it around to the front of us. Might as well record it. Alright, so home point's right here. If something happens, this is where it's going to land in the rocks. And we go for a little ride, blah, blah, blah. I'll go up there on the hill. Off to the right there, it's part of the Petroglyph National Monument. Did a video of that if you want to take a look on the channel and find that video. It's pretty cool. I'd never seen petroglyphs before I got here. Alright, so we come to a stop somewhere and I need to update my home point. I don't know if I could do that when all this stuff is going on with the auto track and stuff, so I'm just gonna stop it. Bring that up, go to update home point. We're going to use the controller as the home point. Say OK. Home point is updated. I'll fly it. Let's see. What are we doing? Home point's updated, so let's get out of that. Click off of damn, I can't think of what it's called. Where it auto tracks me. We'll go over there somewhere. And then I'll do a return to home.
Return to home.
And in theory, it'll come back here and not back where we were just at. Pretty close. So we know it came back here. I'm gonna have it land in my hand. But you can't really see this, I don't believe. Oh. Come over here. I'm not doing a very good job. Thank goodness you can't really see it that well. Maybe you can. Come over here a little bit, please. A little bit forward. That'll do it. All right, we'll bring it down. It's going to think my hand is an obstacle, so it doesn't want to land, right? So you keep your hand out there, keep the joystick telling it to come down, and eventually it overcomes its trust issues. And if you keep the joystick down, it'll turn the motors off. So it works. So it's a little bit easier, just being able to touch that return to home button and bringing up the screen that has the option right there instead of hunting through the menus like I was saying before. So it's a good firmware upgrade. I think would be easier with that C1 button. I don't know why that's not working, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. Be a little bit easier. Maybe I'll figure out why maybe I have something programmed, in that C1 button and I have to go change it through the menu system. I don't know. If I figure that out, I'll add it to this video, let you know. Otherwise, just use that return to home button and then change the option for the home point. Good change, I think.